Alright. What QB you think is leading the MVP race based on the first 3 weeks?
Well, I think to start off, my first QB is Matthew Stafford. He has 9 touchdowns, 940 yards, 1 interception, and he has the best QB rating. My second QB is going to be Kyler Murray. He has 7 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, 4 interceptions. He has the 5th best QB rating, 3 rushing touchdowns, and a 77% passing completion percentage, which is way higher than his past ones in his first 2 years. And my last QB at 3 is going to be Derek Carr. What he doing this season is great. Last season, I mean, you could tell that he was starting to get a little better, like as his seasons progressed. But this season, like he's really been doing pretty good. And those 3 quarterbacks, they really can go either way. So I'm not just gonna say Matt Stafford 1, Kyler Murray 2, then Derek Carr.
Yeah.
So Derek Carr, he has 6 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, which is leading the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Only 2 interceptions, but he does have the 10th best QB rating, and that's kind of low, but that's probably because he has a 65% completion percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't make that many passes, but like when he do make passes, they're pretty deep passes, and he has Henry Ruggs, one of the fast receivers who can go get the ball. So that's another reason he got a lot of his yards.
Also, top tight end.
Yeah, Darren Waller. That is true. But like when you look at like Kyler Murray, I mean he has some threats at receiver, but like most of his yardage and most of the Arizona Cardinals offense comes from him using his legs on RPOs and draw plays, or him just rolling out the pocket and running with the ball too. But with Matthew Stafford, a lot of people, like you had some people who've been on the Matthew Stafford train for a pretty long time, like when he was with the Lions.
Yeah.
But some people thought he wasn't no good, but now he's good team. With a receiver like Cooper Kupp, and he got Van Jefferson on the other side.
Yeah.
Who else they got at tight end? Who the tight end is? Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can see like he actually has.
Still got the deep threat in Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. You can tell that he's able to just fill himself out now.
Yep.
And that like he can actually make plays, and you can see. So, I mean, you really can flip him and Kyler like if you want to. But those are the 3 best quarterbacks in my opinion in the league right now.
Yep. Okay. See, I agree with you, but mine is in a way different order from yours. See, me, I got Derek Carr. You have to think about it. You say his completion at the high, but he the only quarterback that had 2 overtime games already this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he threw 6 touchdowns. Well, I think 2 interceptions. He got 1,200 yards. He's on pace to throw 5,000 yards this year, and only 8 quarterbacks did that so far. So I like Derek Carr first, then Matthew Stafford. Like you said, he was very underrated at first. Nobody thought he was any good just because he was with a bad team. Just like a lot of the other quarterbacks that start out with bad teams, go move on. And yes, I got Kyler Murray at number 3. Kyler Murray is something special because the way he get out the pocket, like you said, the way he get out the pocket, the way he move around. And then, folks don't give it accuracy enough credit. Kyler Murray is pretty accurate. Like, you can't let him. Yep. Then, like, then wasn't he in the draft for baseball too as well? You know he can throw the ball.
Top 10 pick.
Yeah, wait, with the Oakland A's, right?
Oakland A's.
Yep. So, with his speed, it don't matter what sport he could have played, because I believe he could have covered the whole center field by himself.
Yeah. And like you were saying with Derek Carr, the 2 overtime games, they played some pretty good teams this season too.
Yep.
Like those weren't just
They with no bad team.
No bad teams. The Ravens, Steelers, and the Dolphins. Even though the Dolphins didn't have Tua this week because of injury,
Still got a pretty tough defense.
Yeah, they got a pretty tough defense. It's not a weak team.
Yep. And Jacoby Brissett not that bad as people.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him coming back, like this is his first game back in a while. It's been a few years since like we done actually seen him play. But like he threw for like 200 yards, I believe.
Yep.
So that was pretty good for him.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, in that order, yeah, you're right. I got Derek Carr first, Matthew Stafford, then Kyler Murray.
Murray, yeah.
Yep.
All right. What is the main reason the Buccaneers lost against the Rams?
Okay, well, I'm gonna start off by saying the Bucs defense did not show up to me. To me personally, the Bucs defense did not show up. That's not the same Bucs defense that we saw last year. You really can't say 2 years ago because I mean they had the weapons. It's just they just didn't show their true potential. But last year, that was a top 3 defense. It's arguably one of the best defense between them and Washington. But the game from Sunday, they did not show up. Even though like they was missing Jamel Dean, but that was just one player who they were missing at corner. They still got other good secondary players that actually have a lot of potential that didn't show that on Sunday when they were going to get Matt Stafford. But like I said, Matt Stafford is an amazing quarterback, to me. Like, he's always been amazing to me. So that's another reason that the Bucs lost, and he just picked them apart, honestly. And for them, they also, the Bucs also was missing JPP. But they still, like, other than him, they still had a pretty good defensive line that really didn't get that much pressure on Stafford. I think they had like 1 sack on Stafford, and that was like towards like the end of the game, like when it's pretty much over now. But they didn't really get enough pressure on him. And like when you get Matthew Stafford, as good as a quarterback he is, and the time in the pocket, and you got Cooper Kupp running loose. I mean, Cooper Kupp is special too. He's a good wide receiver. In my eyes, he's a top 15 receiver in the league right now. I'm not gonna put him top 10 yet. Maybe by the end of this year, he might just be if he keep playing at the pace he's at right now. But if you give Matthew Stafford that much time in the pocket, I mean, you bound to get picked apart. Like no matter how good the defense is. So like you're gonna have to get pressure on a quarterback like that. But talking about pressure. What the Rams defense did do, they did get pressure on Brady. I've never seen Brady get sacked that many times in the game, that much QB pressure. Like all the times it might not have been sacks, but they got pressure on Brady. They only sacked him 3 times, but that's a lot for Brady. That's a lot for Brady. You really don't see, even when he was with New England, most of the time Brady protected, and you really not gonna see no defense get to him. Even though the Rams are a very good defense, very good defense. They might be the best in the league this year. Even though they was a top defense last year. But I mean, the pressure that they got to Brady, that played a big part too. And you gotta look at it, just some little things, like when you're going throughout the game. It's not always about like the defense and the offense, like the time of possession at certain points, and just like one small possession can change the whole game. It can just change the whole game.
To me, if y'all saying, we all know JPP was gone, but you had to not forget they still got Vita Vea and Dominican Sue and Shaq Barrett. That O-line was just playing good there for him. They got arguably a top 5 offensive line right now. But, and then what you say about Brady not getting touched, like I don't seen Brady get touched way more than that. Like you want to take it back to last year. Even if I do sound biased, New Orleans sacked them 5 times last year to win 38-3.
I forgot about that.
Okay, and then but you gotta think about it. I'm not gonna be biased on this. The Rams have arguably the best defensive lineman in the league. Period. Ain't nobody finna go 1-on-1 with Aaron Donald. come on now. Who you got over Aaron Donald? Over him.
I mean,
Myles Garrett. Ooh, Taylor Jones.
That's what I was gonna say. Myles Garrett in my eyes is probably him and it's hard. Him and Aaron Donald, they neck and neck to me. Like I really don't know how like the way Myles Garrett played, and like Myles Garrett is far from small. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He is far from small, but he's way smaller than Aaron Donald.
Yeah, he is.
Aaron Donald is a pretty big dude.
I mean, like, see, you top quarterback like Drew Brees, for example. We not forget Aaron Donald did break it down. They break Brees down, and then he getting back there on Brady like it ain't nothing. Then he can run sideline with some of these running backs.
But a few of those plays you gotta look at, he was being blocked by tight ends.
Yeah.
Even though Gronkowski is a big dude, but we know Gronkowski cannot. Gronkowski can't block.
He not holding up with no Aaron Donald. And then
he's not holding Aaron Donald. So
Matthew,
like a lot of time, you just gotta. That's the quarterback. He gonna have to. Brady is being like as good as he is, and he know that situation. He gonna have to audible that and like change up the pass protection or something.
Yep. And then
or put a double team on him or something.
Yep. And then a lot of folks didn't give Matthew Stafford his credit games through 27 for 38, 343 yards, 4 TDs. I mean, statistically, it looked like Brady won because he had 432 yards through 41 for 55, but he only threw 1 TD. But you have to think about it. 200 yards came from when he was down 17 points, and the last 100 came from when he was down 14. Yeah. Like,
because that the Rams secondary, that's not a sweet secondary.
No, it's not.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you gonna see that most NFL games. When you up on a team by 10 points or more, you gonna and like you within 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. I mean, the secondary gonna play soft coverage. So I mean, you can just throw the little underneath stuff, and it's gonna be gaps in the outside zones that's gonna be open. I mean, they're just trying to go at the deep ball.
Then you know it was bad on that D line when Tom Brady had the most rushing yards for the Buccaneers yesterday. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad, really bad.
Yep.
So they couldn't get the ball movement, and then Matthew Stafford just took advantage early. That defense not performing like they were last year, like you said. So that's really the reason the Rams took over the game.
Yeah. The Rams look nice this year though. Yeah. Like I know they don't look real good like some past years, like the past few years. It's been a while since we haven't seen a good Rams football team. Yep. But I mean this year they looking like a real Super Bowl contender.
Yep.
Like real good.
Yep. Totally agree. Let's start over. Alright.
Shit, I'm finna get in now. Shit.
Alright.
Are you surprised the Chiefs are last in
Wait. Can now fuck me up. Alright, you come on, Court.
Alright. Are you surprised the Chiefs are last in their division?
I am not surprised at all. Looking at the teams that the Broncos have played.
Yep.
And I didn't expect the Raiders to be this good. Some people boosted Derek Carr up before the season even started, and I didn't know how they knew that he was gonna have this type of season, but they knew they done beat the Steelers, who I mean you can't say they're bad. Some people I know there's a lot of people Steelers fans out there.
Steelers beat the Bills. Week 1.
Yeah, the Steelers beat the Bills. The Steelers not a bad team, even though their record might say otherwise. I think they 1-2 right now, but like. The Raiders beat the Steelers, they beat the Ravens in the overtime game, and they beat the Dolphins, even though they didn't have Tua, but still. I mean, I didn't expect for them to do this good, especially not Derek Carr himself. I mean, I kind of expected like his weapons, like Henry Ruggs and Darren Waller. I was expecting for them to have big seasons. And like just make plays for him, but like his ball placement is great. Like he can throw the deep ball, he can throw underneath. I mean, he know how to get out the pocket if he needs to. But I mean, when you got teams playing like that in the division, it's hard, especially like people want coming for you and they know you've been the best team like the king team for the past few years since Pat Mahomes been there. First got there in Kansas City. So I mean, like teams gonna come for the Chiefs' head. Like they gonna shoot to beat the Chiefs, and like same with the Bucs over there in the NFC South.
Yep.
But yeah. So I'm not surprised. And then the amount of turnovers they have.
Yep.
They have way too many turnovers. It looks like they're careless with the ball, and it's all of it not interceptions from Pat Mahomes. I think he got maybe 2 or 3, I believe.
2 or 3 in the first 3 drives in the first game against the division game. We get the Chargers.
Yeah. But like a lot of it, like you got your running back fumbling, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yep.
I mean, he really didn't do that much at LSU. He was a real good running back at LSU.
Yeah.
And like his first season, he had a great rookie season.
Great rookie season.
He had a wonderful rookie season, but like this year, like he's starting off wrong, fumbling the ball. I mean, that signs of trouble. I mean, you can't do that when you
after that
teams like the Chargers.
Yeah, after that first game against the Ravens last week, he fumbled. See now, last week against the Chargers, he want to hold the ball with 2 hands going up the hole instead of being comfortable with the ball like he was at first. Now he's scared to run the ball. He's scared gonna cause a turnover. Now he can't have that. Then Patrick Mahomes, he kind of back at square one when he first got there. You know, how the defense was kind of bad, but then that next year they got really good and we went to win the Super Bowl. Even though he didn't even play that great in the Super Bowl, the defense.
Yeah, and I think they have I think they got a young offensive line too.
Yep. But they went and picked up Alex Mack. That's a veteran.
Yeah, they did.
And they went and picked up like 2 or 3. But like, I think what teams were starting to pick up on that magic Mahomes want to do, that no look pass and then all this stuff.
But the one he did have, they really, I mean, the ball was behind the receiver just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It was a very catchable ball.
I would say it was a real catchable ball. It hit him right in the hands.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that was just a good pick by Asante Samuel Jr., who is also a very underrated corner, a rookie corner. Yep. Like he's gonna be real good coming up these few years. Yep. But I mean, sometimes, I mean, it's okay. Like they in the NFL, they getting paid for this. They can do what they want. I can see him get flashy. Like the ball was behind him a little bit, but I mean, he still could have caught him. And that's not really a true receiver. It's not like he was throwing to Kelsey or Tyreek Hill. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was the full. Yeah, I believe that was the fullback, if I'm not mistaken, who he was throwing to across the middle. But yeah, I mean, I could see if it was like Tyreek Hill or Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelsey, or something. DeMarcus Robinson ran across the middle on a post route or slant route or whatever.
And then but, I mean, people playing with the Chargers defense, like. They do got Chris Harris Jr. Now they added Asante Samuel Jr. Now they got Derwin James back there. And what I'm not, his name started A. I don't want to say it wrong. Adoli, I don't know how to say it, but they got him.
Adderley or something. Like that.
Adderley. Okay, They got him. They secondary just not bad now. You can't play with him.
Yeah.
Then you got Joey Bosa.
Coming off the edge, who is a top 3 edge rusher in my eyes.
Exactly. Like, and then you can't just come in there thinking they finna be easy game. I know you said Justin Herbert overrated.
He a little overrated to me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he's still a good quarterback, especially for year 2.
Yeah, for year 2, he's his expectation right now.
Yeah. For a year 2 quarterback, he's playing great. But like, he's like the hype is just a little too high because they try to put him over some quarterbacks who I think is not better than him. Personally, my boy Kyler Murray.
Oh no,
you know I'm rocking with Kyler. A lot of people try to put Herbert over Kyler Murray, and I just don't think he's there yet.
No, like Herbert nowhere near as athletic as Kyler Murray. Nowhere near. He's not. Yeah. He can run out the pocket, get you a couple first, just like Patrick Mahomes. They not the fastest, but they need to pick you up a first down. They'll do it.
They will do it. Yeah.
Kyler is like a mix of Mahomes and Lamar. He will run for 30, but he will also dot you up if you let him.
Yep.
So, I wouldn't say he's better than Kyler, but he's a good pocket quarterback. He know when to get out of the pocket. He know when to check down. He know how to get the ball to Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Guy.
Mike Williams.
Yeah. So.
And he can make the tough throws too, like the sideline throws.
Yep.
And he got big receivers out there,
yep.
Especially with Mike Williams. Mike Williams is a pretty big receiver.
Yep. Then he got Jared Cook as a big tight end target.
Big tight end,
Yep. But one thing I'm worried about, I need to see more from the Honey Badgers. I need to see more from Tyrann Matthew.
But he got three interceptions this season though. He doing
Yeah,
he's doing pretty good. He coming up and making tackles when he needs to. Good run support. I mean, being a safety is just not about coverage skills.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
You got to be able to run support too.
Yep,
come up
run
and make
support.
a tackle.
Yep.
Especially
the
stop
flats.
the first down.
Yep.
But
Then we know they got Chris Jones. Chris Jones, hey, pretty good on that defensive line. They like one of the best defensive line they had in a while. Yeah, like you were saying, they got to get back together. Chiefs just signed what? Josh Gordon. Yeah, so hopefully they'll make their receiver core better instead of just going deep down the field or in the soft spot to Kelsey and then go deep down the field with Tyreek. Maybe they can mix it up between Gordon, Hardman, and Pringle. Get the game flowing back right instead of have to rely on the tight end to make that catch right there. But that was very catchable. You make all that money, you gotta catch that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're wide open.
But I don't see the Chiefs being last in this division for long.
Nah.
They schedule coming up. They got the Eagles. They got the Eagles coming up next. They should win that. They just got murdered by the Cowboys.
Yep.
Even though the Cowboys not that bad this season. Yeah, they usually not that bad. It's just the little things that mess them up.
Yep.
But I don't see them being last in this division very long because they got the Eagles, then the Bills, which is going to be a tough game. Yep. Then they got to go against Washington and that defense, who hasn't been playing up to their expectations this season.
All right.
Like we need to see like that defense with Chase Young leading it, young Chase Young leading the defensive line. Getting back there, my twist to it,
Yeah, we need to see. Yep, we need to see more for them.
We need to see more for them, like last season.
Yep.
But like the schedule for the Chiefs isn't like that hard coming up, other than the Bills game. So this should be a boost for them to like get them back on track. But on the other side, you like the Broncos, their schedule coming up is going to starting to get a little tougher. They got the Ravens, then the Steelers, then a division game with the Raiders, who is red hot right now. So then the Browns after that. So they schedule coming up.
Yep.
They gonna have to put in some work. They gotta cope with it.
I agree. 100%.
Ready?
Who's more valuable at the running back position, Zeke or Tony Pollard?
They both play their role.
Yep.
That's a very hard question. But Tony Pollard this season, he's probably the best backup running back in the league.
Yep.
They probably got the best 1-2 punch running back combo in the league right now. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but like I think they like neck and neck with yards. I think they both like right at maybe almost 200 yards.
Yep.
But
I like what they doing.
If Tony Pollard keeps playing how he's playing now, in a couple years he's gonna be somebody's starting running back. Like he ain't gonna be right there. Somebody gonna have to find a way to give him some more touches.
Yep.
And like some team gonna have to pick him up eventually. But like Zeke is more of a power back.
Yeah.
Like when you need a few yards, and like then like if he do break it open, he'll break it open and he will get out there. But Tony Pollard, like he's a good running back for first and 10 runs. Like when you just like on stretch plays or toss plays where he'll get out there, hit the outside, make a few men miss, hurdle a defender here or there, like Zeke does. But I mean, it's really hard to tell like who more valuable. And Zeke is also a very good blocking running back. So like on passing situations with Dak, they definitely need to protect Dak if the Cowboys want to go deep in the year.
Yeah.
Without Dak, the Cowboys are nothing. Not gonna lie, like it's just point blank. Without Dak, you see what happened last year. Like they couldn't rely on Andy Dalton or whoever that other back or quarterbacks were. Like the Cowboys really couldn't do nothing. But Yeah, Tony Pollard is just more elusive, and Zeke is just stronger. So like certain teams, it's a different mismatch.
Yep.
Like with the Chargers, when they played the Chargers, Tony Pollard had a real good game. He had a great game, and that's probably because the Chargers are more known for their passing defense.
Yep.
Like that defensive line still pretty good. It's decent, but like they're more known for their passing defense. So like Tony Pollard, like him being a faster back, like he can get out there and to get to the second level and try to make a few dudes miss. So that's probably why he probably got as many yards as he did. I believe he had like 110 yards, 109 yards.
Yep.
Yeah, with a touchdown. Yep. So that was pretty good.
Yep.
That was pretty good for him.
See me. I like the way they're doing it right now. They both getting about, Zeke get 15, Pollard get 14. I like the way they're doing that. Zeke played pretty good yesterday, I'm not gonna lie.
He did.
But you have to think about it. They took advantage on the right guard side of the field. They kept punching that side of the field. They like, this dude can't block the dude. We're gonna keep running right here and get these. Pollard, let me pick up 8 right here. Zeke, let me pick up 4. Let me pick up 9 right here. Zeke getting the screen, pick up 10. They run the ball pretty good. Then with them playing like that, like I said, to protect Dak, everything Dak wanted to throw was pretty much open. Cause they don't know if they're finna run or throw the ball. And then, like you said, without them, they ain't nothing. You seen who they backup quarterback is before Dak came? He the offensive coordinator now, cause he got hurt.
Yep.
Kellen Moore, Romo got hurt. Then couple play later, same game, Kellen Moore got hurt. Then it was Dak turn. Took them, made them 14-2. But I don't think that ever happened again though. But so
yeah.
But yeah, with Lionel Collins still being out, now you got Zach Martin back on the field.
Zach Martin. Yeah.
When Lionel Collins come back, that offensive line could be something to worry about.
Yeah. And Zach Martin, in my eyes, he's probably the best offensive guard in the game.
Yep, the best.
Yeah.
Yep. No doubt about that. And then, so it's hard for me to say too, cause I mean, we all know that Zeke not what he was when he first came to the league.
Yeah.
We all know that. I want to see.
You can tell he's trying to get back.
I can tell that because yesterday he played pretty good. I want to see him do that again. Better defensive teams. I want him to go play. Like I wanted to see that against the Buccaneers or somebody like first game. I wanted to see that against them. On down the road they play other good defensive teams.
Yeah.
I want to see him get them 17 carries, 90 yards, 95 yards. He continue to pick up them first down. They keep moving the ball like they were yesterday. I see the Cowboys going 10-7, 11-6.
Yeah.
Losing the playoffs.
But they got the Panthers coming up this week, and the Panthers defense is not no joke. In my eyes right now, the Panthers talent-wise, I'm gonna say the Panthers got the best defense in the league. And then they just picked up C.J. Henderson too in a trade with Dan Arnold. And C.J. Henderson, that's my boy coming from Florida, Florida Gators, and he's a real good corner, good young corner. I think he having injury problems right now if I'm not mistaken, but he gonna get back right. Yeah, when he get healthy, him and J.C. Horn get back. With Dante Jackson out there, they got a lot of speed out there. They just got a lot of speed
Burns
out there.
can run silent sideline with a running back.
Yeah.
You seen how he did my boy Kamara? I'm talking about tackle.
Real underrated. Yeah.
Tackle him in open field by himself.
Yeah, really underrated defensive end.
But thing is, they're playing them without Christian McCaffrey next week.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's what I want to see. Is the Cowboys defense gonna step up though? Michael Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, all them.
Marcus Lawrence hurt. Broke foot.
He hurt.
Yeah, broke foot.
Yeah.
That's why they got Michael Parsons at the DN spot.
Yeah.
He playing really good at. I think yesterday he had 2 sacks yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Then so I want to see if the Panthers defense gonna hold up their level of intensity without J.C. Horn, keep it down with Dante Jackson, and that defense line playing as good as they have this year. I'm talking about every time I watch a Panthers game now, they get back there.
Yeah. I believe they're gonna hold up.